We are back, baby. It is time for another sound design stream. We're going to be doing the next 10 seconds today. So, let us begin. Just gotta find my little, thingy here. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, where we were last time is we got to about here, and I wanted to also, before we continued on, update the actual strike of this ball a little bit. Because it's a little, we need, the extra, boost off of that. I think we need something a little bit more powerful here. Because when we watch the anime version, if we solo it, he, gets, a little bit of a boost here. And it sounds like there's, a little synth there. And also there's a little snap. So what I think we can do is we need to basically put a strike there. Not like a crazy strike, but I think we could do where is the tennis ball hit? This is super long. I don't need to. This video does not need to be that long. I think we could do a quick snap of the sound, not the whole thing, because we don't want the whole thing. We don't want the full hit because he's not hitting the ball. We want him. Yeah, we don't need any of this. This is all super long. Okay. It's right here. So we want to copy this, paste that, and then essentially what I'm thinking is we snap it in a little bit. So essentially what we're gonna do, let me just shorten these up too a little bit because they're clearly conflicting in this area. I don't know why. Very long sound for whoa. All right, so is this where I want it? All right. Yeah, right there. Okay, so what we do is instead of it being the full hit noise, we essentially shorten this to just that part, and then we essentially just fade it out, and so then you get a quick shot. But it's gonna be really loud is the thing. So right here is what it sounds like right now. So I think it needs to be a little quieter here. At least these two need to be. Let's try here. Because it's not as hard of a shot. Yeah, a quick snap there. Just like that. Maybe a little quieter. Can I do something weird with this in here? No, I don't think I can, sadly. I'd love to, be able to edit just this clip, but I don't think I can in this. So I'm gonna just make it a little quieter. Because I do want to make, could I use animation to essentially I want to lower the high end. Actually that sounds pretty okay. I like that. So essentially you get this now. Yeah, so he sends it, and then we need what I'm thinking is that what I like about MASHLE is that they use synths to emphasize the attack noise. So I think we do that. I think we take a page out of their book. So let's open our Vital. So we want to make a whew. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So we want to go straight up with it. So we want to make the pitch go up as the ball like that, but we want to make it a little bit less drying. Yeah, and then a little quicker. Something like a little bit like that, but I think I'm going to probably mess around with this. But essentially, we definitely want to add unison, because unison will give it a little bit more fullness to it. Unison's adding voices to the synth. We definitely, maybe not. We definitely want, like, maybe like 3. And then maybe need to find something different. Just gonna keep kind of searching through here until I find one that I like. We're just hunting. I do like doing this a little bit. Maybe we can get... Not much I'm liking terribly. Let me get out of this little section. Oh, I go like something else. Ah, let's try some bass. I think what I also want to do, I want to make this start lower and then get pushed up. Let me take a look at what the noise for that synth sounds like real quick. It's like kind of like a, yeah. That one's kind of interesting. I like that one. I don't know why, but it's just like, I like it. Alright, let's do that one. So then also, how many do I need? It's like when he hits this ball. so there's a synth. So there's the initial jump. Let's try that. So essentially what it sounds like is it goes from like a small, a low to a high. At least like kind of does. So who knows? We'll see. We'll give it a shot. All right, so we need to change the this to voice mode again. Go back to audition, put this over here, go to my edit, go to preferences, go to audio hardware. Voice mode's already there. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna make a file. No, I do not want a multi-track session. Oh, there we go. Synth risers for ball travel, I guess is the best way to name it. All right, so let me record this, and we do that. Then we have one that's a little higher. I'll get a few options in here, just in case I like any other different like pitches or anything. Some low ones too. Hello, Soulless TV. Thank you for the heart emoji. I appreciate it. Currently doing sound design. You can't hear anything, but yeah. Currently, that's what I'm doing. Alright, so let me listen to what these sound like. Emotionals. Ah, oh my god, it's Emotionals. The big streamer. Whoa, I'm blushing, bro. What the heck? Yeah, I'm doing sound design. You want to see it? You want to see my my clip right now? You want to see what it's at right now? This is my I'm doing a MASHLE redesign right now. This is the original clip up top, and this is what I got so far. These are all original sounds too, which is really cool. I made all these, except for I think one of them was that I don't have a. This is the only thing I didn't make is the tennis sound because I don't have a tennis racket. I was really mad, but I have everything else I made it myself. So, here is what we have so far. Here, I'll play the original first, and then you can judge it for yourself. So here's the original. We're gonna go first 10 seconds. So that's where I am right now. I'm working on that part where he hits the ball, like the second part. So that part's going to be a little lacking, but this is what I have so far from mine. Yeah, so that's what I have right now for mine. So right now, I'm basically upping the action that's happening here because I don't have a lot going on, and that's what I'm getting for the synth for, because the synth will add that extra like back end for it, and so that's what this is gonna be for up here where that synth went. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for the compliment. Yeah, no, this is I do this for a job, so I'm working on it just so that I have more practice, and getting a job in the industry, the game industry, is super hard, so always doing stuff is good. So I decided, why not stream it every week, do a 30-second redesign every week. So essentially I'm taking a 30-second clip and then I'm gonna redo it every week, and then I'll just keep pumping my portfolio up and up until I get to a point of where it's like, oh, look at all this I'm doing, it's so sick, look at them go. So that is the goal. And let me grab this. So now we put this at the bottom. So now we get its own little like layer here. Then, so we want this to be right when that racket's coming up. So the end of this should be right when the ball is hit. So right here is where we want it to end. So we want the synth to start and end there. I think I want to take off a little bit of the high end because it was kind of aggressive. So let me take a little bit off it and then turn it down a little. And then let me just hear that. Let me hear what that sounds like. Okay, that was too fast. Okay, so I want it to be there when it hits the ball. Not the rest. So right... the beginning should be right here. And then probably just cut the rest of that, essentially. We don't need the rest. And then we go to the next part, which is the higher for the two. So we take one of these ones right here. Then we put that when he pushes the ball away. Right here. And that will be when the second riser happens. So in theory, now we should have a riser that goes up here. So now what we can do, though, is also, I think maybe we can do this. We can have this just fade out, and so you have a little bit of a back end there, like a reverb of the sound. Yeah, I think that will work if we just need to put it a little, to make this curve a little different. I want to make it linear if I can. Let me just... He's a maniac, maniac, oh no. He's a dancing like he's never danced before. He's a maniac, maniac, oh, I should know. There we go. Same for this one. We stretch it out a little bit and give it a little bit more legs. So now, what we need now is the continuation of the two. So there's a synth in the middle, it sounded like, that was like connecting the three. Maybe I need to make it longer, actually. I don't think about it. Like, let me change this back to the normal. He's a maniac, maniac, I should know. Because it looks like right now what's happening is that it's kind of jumping really quick. I don't want like a... Okay, I think I might change up the synth. I think I want to make it a little longer now that I'm like listening to it, because I think it doesn't have enough legs at all. So let me go to the synth layer. Let me destroy you. Yes, that's fine. I don't care. I need to redo this real quick. She's a maniac, I should know. And she's dancing. I also don't need that anymore. I don't know why I have my music shower. Don't need it. He's a maniac, I should know. And he's dancing like she'd never danced before. He's a maniac, oh no. Okay, so let's run it back out. Okay. Hit the record button. Put that shit over there. So we want to, I'll just get a few notes here. Let me pause it there. Alright, let's try that out. We'll leave this here for now because just in case I want to re-record. But yeah, let's try that again. He's a maniac, I should know. And she's dancing like she'd never danced before. He's a maniac, oh no. So let me put it here this time. Let's see how that goes. Oh, whoops. A little bit too... Okay, let's do the thing we did last time. Let me put you here so I can see the rest of you. Just want to add a little bit, maybe more of a tail there at the end. That's what I was looking for. Turn this up too so I can hear more of that, like... Because you want to hear that ball sliding against the... Then we go get the next one. And then what happens here is that we get like the synth here. And then that sends it, and then we have the synth here essentially have that like long like track here, so. Now what I like to do is I randomize the pitch here so that when it, ignore that, frequency, make it a little faster, so essentially you get... Okay, that's a little too much. We don't want that much pitch. Maybe still a little too much there too. What if I put a filter on this a little bit? Take off some of that high end. I think I'm already doing that, so that's gonna be fine. But I'll just do that. That sounds better. Okay, so now let me go back to voice mod. We just need to record here. I mean, honestly, probably just record off that right here. Let me just do that. Record. Solo this track. Record here. And then just push a button. Let's get a big, long sample of this so that I can actually use it. Okay. Cool. So now this is going to attach to this like it's like a little slap. So essentially you get this. So initial synth. Essentially that's what's going to happen. So then this goes until the ball hits the dude, which is right here. Then it cuts off. And then what I want to do is I want to duplicate this track and do what we always do, baby. Pitch it down a little bit so we get a little bit more depth. I wish it matched that. I don't remember what it was. Alright. Let me see if I can find it. 1 sec. Let me turn this off so I can figure it out. Alright. Is that it right there? Alright. I should have kept track of this. right here. Okay. Now that we know it's right here, do not lose that. Now we randomize the pitch. So we want this. Oh shit, it did the thing again. Shit, I forgot I took it off, so just gonna go. Then we just want it to start right here. Okay, now we should be good. Okay, so that should be the one we want. So right here. So let me retry that. Oh boy, what did I just do? Where am I? Pull me back. Pull me back where I was, please. I've just pushed F10. Okay, so let me try this again. Solo record, and then we're just gonna play this right here. Cool. All right. And then we have this crossfade into it. I think we need to have it get there. Yeah, it's a little bit short. He's a maniac, maniac. I could do it a crossfade a little bit, because it's clearly like, kind of getting lost in the sauce here. Okay, let's try that. We shorten this to when the thing actually gets hit with the ball, right here. So now it gets hit. So then we see how that goes with everything else. So this needs to be a little quieter for sure. Kind of want it to kind of fade into it rather than it being like super aggressive. I want to take another look at this. What is he doing here? I want to see. You know what? Actually, I just realized it's not another part of the synth. It's lightning or something similar to that. Hang on. I think I have a better idea. Wait, did I have to save a lightning? I think I did. Please tell me I did. I think I did at one point. Yes. I did. Thank fuck. Thank you. Whoa. It's loud. Damn. So essentially, I just don't want to have it rise. We're good. So let's just do this. I just want the gritty. So gritty is the one that does this. I need to like just... Yeah, just do that. Okay, let's try that instead. Some lightning. So it goes into this and then... Like right. Yeah, okay. So now we record that. Kind of don't remember which pitch I wanted, so I'm gonna do both. Yeah, good thing I did. I wanted the other one. Perfecto. All right, this other way so I can actually see my tools. All right. So I want this one. Wait, why did I do that? That's stupid. He's a maniac, I should know. So then this will crossfade into this right here. Okay, maybe... Yeah, I do want this one. I kind of just don't like the pitch change on that. I kind of just keep the top. Okay, let me try that. Let's see how that goes with everything. Okay. I like it, I like it. We need to make this a little bit less jarring. I need to fade these out. a little confused. It sounds like there's chopping here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just a maniac. Let me play it from the beginning to see if it was just the program. Need more ball spin. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? Control Alt the D. What's up, brother? How's it hanging? Alright, I think that will be a little better now. So now we need to actually get to this next part. So the next part here is just hitting the big thing. Right here. And I think that might just be an impact that we had from the beginning here, attached to like a more. So stretch out a little bit. So let me steal like my. Let me just steal this one and paste it here. What does it sound like when it happens there? Okay, it's not terrible. I definitely want to add a bit more explosive power to that. So let me go and grab my. Where are you? Electric? No, electric charge. I want impact. I think I had an impact noise that was pretty sick. This one. That could be good. Alright, let's try that. Alright, switch to voice mod. Go to. I'm gonna have to do it off screen because I can't do both at the same time. Alright, and we're going to record a new audio file. Impact for ball. Okay. Just gonna tap that up and just let it go. Oh wait, am I? No, it's because I was going down. Alright. Perfect. Sick. Alright, now come back. Now we have an impact noise, so we can go back to MASHLE Redesign here. Impact for the ball. We put that all the way down here for the next layer. And this is going to hit right when that lady gets in the fucking face. Boom. Boom. Right there. Alright, so then I want to go down here. There you are. Alright, cool. So I want this, and I want to put it right there. So, just like that. So now I get this. Yeah, that's a lot better. Look at that. Also, we just do ball, impact, and then I want to duplicate this again and just make it double. Make it double! And just pitch it one down. Just get a little more. Oh, that's better. Look at that. Big smash. And then we need to have more ball spinning. I think ball spinning is going to be spinning like so long because that thing's just spinning. It's just still spinning. About right here is when it's going to stop. So we want ball spin the whole time here. So now what I also want to do is I want to take another one of these. I want to dabble the spin layer here. Duplicate spin layer. So now what you can do with automation, I love doing this with automation. If you do this and you do volume and then you just go up and down really fast, it is quite crazy. Because you can just go essentially shit. Audition? Okay, cool. So we go here and we just have it like boom. So right here is where we end. So then what happens here is we have this one. I love doing this automation. So we go E, have this shit go all the way down, so it's not there. But then it rises really fast. After, let's say, how many seconds is this? So starts at nothing. And then starts at nothing. We go oh, we want it to be way later. Okay. So let me scooch this up to here. What's next, Art? So now this one, okay, so now that's the ball has started to travel, right? Here's where I wanted to start. So this is gonna drop. We're not gonna have it at all. And then we're gonna go up, then down, then up, then down. Just like that. So it goes. Oh, wait, okay, we need to go a little faster. I didn't think it was that short. Okay, let's screw this in a little bit. Right here. So we have until here. I'm gonna mark that impact right here, so I know. And then what we do is we just jack and we just send that thing to the stratosphere. We go super fast. And it's gonna sound cool and shit. So in theory, if I do this, then why is it spin layer so quiet in comparison? Oh, because it's the automation. That's why I'm stupid. So now it should sound cool, I think, in theory. Yeah. So I want to make this one in general. I do want to make this louder than the other spin layer so that it actually peaks up, and then have that to do that. So then let me see what this sounds like. You can't hear it at all. Shit. Louder. Or I duplicate this track and we add another one. And then we add a little bit of a pitch shift to it so it gets a little bit more depth. And we can maybe, let's see. Yeah, no, it's just still so quiet. Ugh. We need to make it louder. I mean, air is quiet, so let's just put it at 10 for both of them. Let's try that. Okay, we got something there. I heard it. So we just need a little more. Okay, let's try one more thing. I'm gonna duplicate the track again. And then I'm gonna pitch shift it up instead of down. So we get a little bit high too. And now we have like 3 things going at once. So we should, in theory, we should hear it. Okay, there we go. We got something. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So now it just needs to be louder though, so you can actually hear it. I'm gonna keep making it bigger. We're gonna just keep going up at this point. Cause like, and then maybe also part of it is this bottom needs to be off of 0. Have it be like a little bit like somewhere that you can actually hear it. Let's try that. God, my aiming is so good. Okay. All right, cool. So now let's try that. Sick. Okay, that was kind of dope. So yeah, okay. And then I honestly think that this layer, I do want to duplicate the first, like the actual normal spin layer, and just add another layer of depth to that with a pitch shift. So I'm just going to duplicate that spin layer and then just add a pitch shift to this. And then we definitely want to cut this. Here. We don't need this anymore. This goes away at that point because it would just be gone. Okay. So now coolio. All right, sick. So now the last thing we need here is the burst speed right there. Yeah, big whoosh. So let me go back here. Do I need like another? I do have my bang I made in here. Hang on, let me go back here. I have this bad boy. Does this fit that bill is the question. We're gonna check. Because that could be a good little impact noise for that. Because I've been using it quite a bit, which is going to help. So, we have these. The huge whoosh is what I'm looking at here. Let me pop in. Oh, yeah, because I didn't select the raise stage. Okay, so now we have a bunch of samples here. So let me listen to these real quick so I actually get an idea what they are. Let me try, I'll try both. I'll try this one first. A little burst. Okay, so let's find where the ball explodes out in speed. Right here is where we want it. Then we want to up this to be louder, probably. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, that was weird. think it needs to be... So where does this start? Like, actually going up. I think it needs to be at the burst of the explosion here. Would make the most sense. Okay. Then we turn that up a little bit. What do we got? It's still a little quiet. We need to be louder. Louder! There you go. All right, all right. And then let me... This is going to be kind of weird, but I do want to duplicate... No, I don't want to duplicate the track. That's probably not going to help me. What I want to do is make one of them higher pitched. Also, what is this? Why is this here? What is huge whoosh? Why are there so many huge whooshes? Did I just duplicate the huge whoosh? It's funny. Okay, huge whoosh, and huge whoosh extra, I guess. I don't know why those... Oh, because I was duplicating. I see what happened. Okay. Cool. Sorry. Alright, back to this. Cool. Anyway, so we got the huge whoosh. I do want to add like a little bit more. So let me copy this. Wait, I'm gonna use huge whoosh extra. What is this pitch shifting? Perfect. That's actually not really what I wanted, actually. I wanted to make it higher pitched. So let me duplicate this track. I want to make one a higher pitch, actually, is what I want. So let's go up. Take a DS, Control C, Control V, put this hither. Now let's see what that sounds like. Yeah. Okay, so then the last thing I want to add to this, that peaks a lot, doesn't it? I didn't even notice that. Oh no, it doesn't. It just tricked me. Cool. All right, so what I want to add here that would kind of be fun is just a voice line for that angry being, which would be kind of fun. So I think I'm gonna do that. Sounds kind of fun. So I'm gonna make angry monster screech, just like a impact noise for like getting hit. So microphone. Okay. So I'm gonna have to just make some weird monster noises. Look at me making monster noises and shit. Did it save my... No, it didn't save my nice print. Okay, silence. 3, 2, 1, go. Cool. copy the noise print. Yoink. Right. Ah! That's really loud. Ooh. Chill out, me. Ah! 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 I kind of like that one. I kind of like, you know, any. So now, the thing is that you think I'm not going to be just slapping my voice in there. We're going to essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a weird like voice layer for this. So I need to put the monster grunts in here. Monster, where's the monster grunts? Where are they? I just made them. And am I the monster? Please let me know. What if I trip? What if I fall? But am I the monster? Where the hell is it? Am I blind? Did I miss it? MASHLE? Other twist? Did I name it like Scary Monsters? What did I name it? I don't even remember what I did. What the heck? What did I do? Oh, how did I do this? I didn't save it, so that's something I could check. That's the redesign. It's the impact of the ball. Oh, Angry Monster Screech. I see. Okay. That was what I named it. Okay, so let me click on the MASHLE redesign, scroll back up here, and grab Angry Monster Screech and put that in there. So now Angry Monster Screech is, for Angry Monster Screech, we want this to happen when they get hit. Right here. So now, what we do with this is instead of just making it the and just leaving it there, we are going to take this and we are going to put some layers on it. So monster grunts, I guess we'll name this. We'll turn this down a little bit just for now, and then we want to duplicate the track. And I think we're going to do a little bit of a high pitch layer, then duplicate it again. And then we're going to pitch it down a little bit right here. So then in theory we should have this weird like layered effect is what we want. Yeah. So now I should hear like that grunt, and it should be kind of peak. Sick. All right, let me turn these up a little bit, honestly. I want to hear the monster a little bit more. Sick. Okay. Play. Hello. I didn't push spacebar, I guess. And now what we need to do, this is the funny part. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that impact noise I made up here. Where is that? I want... What's on here? Where is the impact? Oh yeah, it's right here. So I'm going to take this and then just quiet it down a little, I think, for that ball leaving their face. Just kind of like a little bit of an extra oomph there at the ends there. So like it pops off their head. Let me duplicate it and put it down here as well. Yeah, so now we get that big explosion because it's matching the yeah. Okay. Now I probably want to also put these guitar strings here too, because I think the guitar strings can add a little bit more depth to like their face getting like screeched in. Now, when the ball bounces off his face, it'll be a little bit more match up. So then, let's do it again, run it. Now these are going to be the fun. So this. So we have this little part here is the next part. So let's start with the easiest part, which is probably his footsteps. I would say is probably the best place to go from here, because that's just nice and simple to do to start here. All right. So now we just need to like match his footsteps here. So let me. Does he have footsteps here? Okay, he has a few here. 1, 2, 3 quick steps. Like one. It's like if I watch this again, let me just play this. Yeah, do really quick. So then, how do I want to do his steps? He has like big shoes. He's got like leather shoes with like those like bottoms on them. Do I have any of those in my closet? I might. Yeah, I do. I do have some of those shoes. And the question though is what material do I get to use for rock? Could use the shoes themselves, maybe? Definitely not that. It's not soft. Doesn't have any give. Assume this will work either. Yeah, it's too That's too much too. What do I want to use? My body. No. And where's that little thing? Yes. This guy has carbon fiber on it. Only had like a rock with me. No. Just like grabbing everything this way. Just too hollow. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Then I will be back in a sec. What's that one back? Alright, so we need to figure out the footsteps. I need to find an object that's hard enough, but not hollow. It's a bit of an issue right now. Do I just have like a big slab with concrete? That'd be really cool. No? Oh, shit. That's no. Big. Is it just the steps of the. We can try that. We can give it a shot. Let's see how this goes. I am curious how it will happen, but. Oh, my headphones are off. Sweet. That's cool. Okay. Okay. So let me record what I file. Steps for MASH. Let's see how this goes. So we need to. Did I already have my preferences? I think I did. Yeah, we're good. All right, 3, 2, 1. Don't know why it zoomed in so far, but that's fine. Then, nice little quick voice front cut. I don't think it's terrible. You just need to take a little bit of bass out because it's super bass heavy, which is not great right now. A little bit less bass. There we go. All right. All right. Let's give this a shot. Save this. Okay. So this isn't going to be too hard to do. Essentially, we're just going to be putting steps in, which is good. Just going to go to the bottom here. Shit. Shit. There we go. All right. Alrighty. So now we basically I'm just gonna start finding where he steps and like placing them in. So you have this 10-second clip here. Or 20. So 20 is where we are, and we've essentially finished right here is where we're next. So right here's the first step. So what are my best ones? I guess it's at the back end here. Yeah, definitely this back end without any of the peaking. Right here is where we want. All right, so now let's just start. I'm gonna go through and start marking steps. There's one there. Mark. I hate that it doesn't do it fast anymore because I've got so much stuff going on. All right. Oh, is it breaking? Oh boy, I might have broke it. Sweet. Oh, right. So I'll just use the actual one. Oh, it's so hard to tell. Okay, so he step. His step there. And then maybe a step there. I'll check later. But okay, so then he scances up. So this is not going to be a step anymore. Hits the ball. Ball hits the dude. So how... Let me check the original here. How they did steps here. They didn't even do steps. So for this, I'm assuming what's gonna happen is like 1, 2, 3. But I don't. I'm like imagining of running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think when his head bobs, it's 1 each time. Okay. So let's go with that for now. Let's start by putting these in right now. So bing da bing da ding bum, bada bada da bada bum bum, bada bing da ding bum. Hey, look up here, man. Be a stop, oh. Billy Button, the vendors, Billy Button, the vendors, can I be boy? Step there, and then like a quick step right after. I'm kind of curious what it's going to sound like. I'm going to turn this down a lot. Let me see what this looks like. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, I don't think that's terrible. I do think I want to duplicate this, though. Duplicate, and then pitch this down a little bit. Let's get a little bit more. Not terribly much, but like this so much. Just give it a little extra. I hate that. I hate you. Why do you do that? It's interesting because it does that. I don't want it to do that. I just want it. I just want like it to stay. I'm so confused why it does that. So it's 89.9 of the original. That's the speed. It's 0.89% slower. Which kind of blows because it causes this weird overlap to happen. And you hear that doubling. So if this is 0.89 slower, that means that I need to have this start point like a tad earlier, I think is what that means. It's taking longer to like right there. Okay, actually worked pretty well. All right, cool. I guess I got it right. Cool. So let's keep that in mind when I'm doing this. Let's keep things like this. Okay, so he goes step, step, boom, and then he goes. So for the steps here, all right. So now we need to like match this to his steps here. So essentially it's there and then 1 here. Step, step, step. Step. So step, 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 right there. Step, 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 step here. Then this step, go here. So let me see how this looks real quick. Just make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, my string broke on my string manager. It's definitely too fast, I think. I think it might just be down, down, down. Yeah, it's definitely So it's just I think we take the middle one out. I think it's just 2 quick steps here on the down of his bob of his head. Yeah, I think it's just the down bob of his head. And he's got a lot of steps here. Just that one. Where's that leg go? Oh, these steps. Then it steps again. And his right leg, it's so hard to see because it's just the animators didn't really animate his legs very much. Assuming here. and then his left leg comes out. Oh, and he's just off screen. I'll have to just take a guess, it looks like. Okay, so if his step is so right now his step starts at 19.1, goes to 19.3, goes to 19.5. My next guess would be 19.343, 19.543, 19.7. I'd have to guess that his next step in his sequence is here, based on the fact that my other ones have matched that pattern as well. That is the guess. Yeah. I gotta stretch my back out. Ugh. Okay. Sorry, get text from people. All right. So if that is the case, so the So if that's his step rate, I think I can just start essentially just slapping these in it, because he's off screen here again too. So I assume that this is gonna be another step. If this is his true step rate, you know, I assume they're not like making him step around weird, but who knows? We'll see. Then 19, 9, 4, 3, and then 21, 4, 3. I feel like it's just going off today. I'm missing. Why has that moved? Why did you move? I don't know why you did that. Okay. Let's see how this looks right now, just to make sure I'm not like losing my mind. He looks pretty good. He just steps pretty fast, it looks like. He's like running. Is that it? I think there's one more here. 1, 4, 3, and then 3, 4, 3. And I think this is a quick like 2-tap. He steps here. And then plants. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that crossfade doesn't mess with me. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the next cut here from the sample. You right there, boy. And then I'm gonna put that right next to it, like super close up, like here. Because then it's like a. Yeah, right there. Perfect. 6, 6, 6. And that's where it ends right here. So then we don't have to do this impact will be for tomorrow when we finish it seems. What we need to do is the knives. Him hitting the ball there. Alrighty. So now that we got the steps. So now the steps here, what's going to happen is that what is left in this clip? So we have the knives is the other thing. So you have him running. He smacks the ball here, so we need another tennis. Oh, does the ball bounce too? Oh, I didn't even notice that. The ball hits the ground. Hello, Unk. Hey, what's up, Decay? What's going on, brother? How you doing? Ball hits the ground, so I need to put a explosion there. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. So we can go grab one from over here. So we need the tennis. We need just the ball crumble hit. So we need like kick layer, gun layer. Are you online and spiking my cortisol? What do I? I'm just doing sound design, bro. Sadly I'm not spiking my cortisol. And then we need this here. So this will be my bounce here. So it's gonna bounce off the ground here. It is a little quicker, so it probably will be a little different, but because that's my job. I do this for a job, essentially. So essentially, and let me take this solo off now. I do want to just mute the music though. The music's gonna kind of get in the way. This is kind of just for the end. So now this should happen is that it should just hit that bounce off the ground and then just be sick. Oh wait, whoops. I muted this and not muted this. I need to mute both of them. I didn't put it in the right place. Whoops. I think I just take out the gun. And I think I could just get a good ching here. Nope. Seems like the gunshot had the ching portion. So let me do a little bit of editing here. So let me turn these two down like heavily, so because it's a quick skip. It's not anything crazy. And then really just shave these down here because we don't need that much of a tail for the attack. Yeah, this shit's gonna be fast as fuck. That is 1 frame between the 2 impacts, which is kind of great. I don't know if I can even do that. It might just sound bad if I try to do both of these. So I need to shorten up the kick in this as well. So let me see how this goes. Yeah, like right there. It doesn't need to be anything more than that. And then he hits it. So, oh yeah, DK, do you want to see it so far or nah? He's kind of stopping by. Yes, all right, bet. So here is what I have right now. I'll turn the music layer on for you. So this is what I got so far. This is my sounds. That is what I have so far. We're doing a 30. We're doing a redesign every week now, so I can just keep kind of working on my craft. What is this sound design for? This is MASHLE. This is an anime. I'm not doing it like for them. I'm just redesigning it essentially. You just take a clip, you destroy it, and then you just make a new layer onto it. Weeb, shut your man, Thought it was funny because he was using a tennis racket. I thought it'd be a unique challenge. Thanks. So then he hits the ball, and then I need the actual impact of the strike again. So I need the tennis hit, and this. Where is the tennis hit? So I need this. Need this. I think the kick drum too, right? Yeah. So in theory, it should be relatively good. A little earlier. And then obviously we need to shorten this up a little bit because it is not as long as the first one was. A little bit shorter. See, just for you two, though. If you considered acquiring rust, I'm not getting rust. We've had this conversation. We've had it. I thought I told you I'm not getting rust. I told you I'm not getting rust. Check DMs, bro. What, did you get me rust? Bro, if you got me rust, I'm sending it back, bro. Like, unironically. Don't want rust, bro. I'll check my DM. What's up? Oh, is this just you in a fucking hamster wheel? What? Why are you in a hamster wheel, bro? No, check your Discord. Something will change your mind. I don't want you in a hamster. Dude, I don't care about you in your hamster wheel, bro. I don't care. Okay, so we got the impact there for his next strike. Ah, yes, slavery. Very fun. And then we need another for that travel of the ball. We need another impact on her. So where is that impact? Where did I take it? It's right there, that line. There. And then I need these. I just need a different grunt for her. Where is the grunts? There you are. Monster grunts. I need a different one. New grunt time. Which one do I want to use? I guess Control C, Control V. This real quick. Just find a good one. That has a clip in it. How about you? That's pretty good. All right, so we're... Also, what is that crunchy stuff in the bottom? That's just where you watch it, where you watch anime. It's a free website. You just watch anime there for free. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So now we got this. Oh, the video? Well, that's what I mean. No. That's just this is where I stole the clip from. They just had like a video online that was like, "Oh, MASHLE doing the thing." It's just essentially this is just for what I'm doing right now is I'm not doing any of this for money. If you're confused about that, I'm doing this especially just for practicing. Essentially, what this is just like repetition, doing things. No, like so you're redesigning the sound for that clip. Yes, this one right here. Yes, here. Like if I do this, so like if I go back to the beginning here, let's see. Here you go. Here's a little bit better view. That's what I'm doing it for. Oop. You know, it's I'm really happy with how this is going so far. Like here's the original, like for like context. Because this is what the original sounds like. I think. I don't think I have anything else soloed right now. You should add tiki. What the hell? DK, what the hell is tiki funk, bro? What are you saying to me right now? What is tiki funk? My brother. So now what I need for this next part is essentially where you have these little knives that she's throwing right here. We need to do that next. It's gonna go down here. So this is super zoomed out. Alright, so right here. So right here when they throw the knives, so it's gonna go whoosh, 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 whoosh. 4 whooshes here. Each of them having like a shing to them probably. So like starting... Check DMs. Alright, let me see. What's going on? Tiki. Okay, I'm gonna play this. That's some hot ass, my brother. That is some hot ass. What? What did I just listen to? All right, bro. I'm following you, reporting you for funkophobia. Yeah, no, I'm a funkphobic, bro. I guess I don't know. I like funk. It just didn't sound like that just didn't have any beat to it. So one second, I need to see if I still have my old knife slash. Not guitar string. I want knife. Do I have a knife? Is this metal? What is this? I need to figure out what this is. What's this? I need to go play Rust. Good luck with this online. Thank you. Have fun with your Rust. I think this will work. Yeah. Metal slice. I need you. All right. All right. Sorry, I keep getting texts. I don't know why I keep getting texts. I'm like, I'm so popular. I can't stop winning. This is my old stream. Why am I watching this close? I want my current stream. There we go. That's better. All right, so now we got metal shing. So metal shing will help us with just metal slice. Sorry. So metal slice is going to be our little thing here. Let me solo this. So we have our little. So these are going to be our noises for when they throw those big like syringes. Do they have liquid in them, or are they just like big knives essentially? No, they do not. They're just big objects they're throwing at them. All right, cool. So and then this layer is going to be probably quiet. Metallic shing. Essentially what we're going to have happen is like he's going to throw it up in the air and we're going to get that. Yeah. We're going to repeat that 4 times, essentially. So let's start with these 4 and just see what we get with that. Then the next one starts here. It's going to be really weird. Let's see how this goes. It's going to be really tight. It's gonna sound either really ass or fine. I don't know what's gonna happen. I guess that is how all things work. Either it's gonna be really good or bad. So I guess we'll see. All right. That, unironically, isn't terrible. Do you think I need to shorten that one at the beginning a little bit, though? Actually, fucking see it. It's just so small now. Okay, so now that we have metallic shing, let me do the class. Actually, I think I just want to pitch this down in general. I don't even think I need to like add a layer to it. I just want to make it a little deeper because they're bigger objects. Okay, maybe I do want to have it be layered in. Okay. Maybe this one be a little quieter than the top one. Yeah, okay, so that goes up. And then we need whooshes here. We need some whoosh. I think I have so many whooshes, man. I don't need to make another whoosh. I got so many whoosh. Whoosh! I got like 8 whoosh, bro. I got so many whooshes in this thing, man. Give me my whoosh. There it is. Whoosh. There it is. This is like the actual whoosh I did like with a sword. Let me see how this sounds when I do that, because I did. Okay, maybe I want like the more synthy whoosh for me. Which one's this one? What is this from? I don't even. I kind of like that one a lot. Let's put you in. Give me this one. Give me whoosh layer low metal, please. Yeah. Give me that one, baby. Oh, that's gonna sound good. I am excited to hear this. All right, so this goes down here. So this is gonna happen a bunch of times. So hopefully this sounds okay. I'm gonna turn this shit way down. Yeah, okay, I'm liking that. Okay, let's take a look at just how that sounds when I do it. And then just to make sure I didn't mute the track that wanted to me up. Maybe a little louder in comparison to the rest of the track, it seems like up 3 decibels on everything. Then maybe for the, because it's just really grindy. I think I want to like add a little bit of take a little bit off the high end of this. Still think a little too quiet. And then we have some I'm genuinely curious. Oh, shit. I mean, I guess these aren't going to be used, so I'm just going to move these over to the side for a second. So essentially, the big thing is that we have to figure out how do they do the big metal things, something like the big things hitting the ground. It's like it's a very small sound. It's not like a big anything, but I do need like essentially like stabbing into rock. It's happening, so. I'm still a little confused. I want to rewatch this one more time. What are they doing? It's just like kind of like a bunch of like a big noise layer right there. There's not even like anything happening. There's noise, but like it's just like nothing really substantial. It's like it's just like a bunch of like maybe that's just like some white noise there. Maybe that's what it is. It's like white noise. Let me go back to just the preset. And then it's just, you know, add a filter. It's like some... So then we So then what we do is we have the level go like, and we'll watch observe as we do this. I just realized it's going the opposite way. That's kind of funny. Hmm. I just want to use a whoosh. Maybe I'll just use a whoosh. I'm trying to like do too fancy shit. Let me just have another whoosh there. So essentially, I need a little bit more of a soft whoosh with like some metal undertones. Is what I'm thinking for this. What's this one sound like? Can't open that one. Cool. Whatever. Maybe that whoosh will be good. Let me try other whoosh. I want this whoosh, you know? Different whoosh. Whoosh for landing, I guess, is the best way to put it. No? Don't want that. So what I'm thinking is like it needs to be 3 quick in succession. That's what I'm thinking right now, at least. That's my head. Too slow. Still too slow. Yeah, okay, so then we add the notch filter to give it that metallic sheen. Then I stretch my back out a little bit. Huh. You should have some okay things here. Okay, a little bit more. Then we could pull yield. Yield reliable trick, of course, of duplicating the track and then lowering the pitch. Oh yeah, wait, whoa, that sounded dope. Sick. Okay, so now that has a good noise. I like that. That was not what I was expecting. Turn this up. I need to mute you. This needs to be louder still. Also, I think needs more shing. And also, new idea. We add a little high pitch in there. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. And now we need the like as it like do I have like metal tap? What is metal tap? No, that's too weak. I need something like heavy. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. I'm glad I made that. Made that with a spatula. Back in like a while ago, I made that. No impact's gonna go down here. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it just mimic this, but like offbeat a little bit. So essentially we're gonna have 3 impacts that hit quickly after each of the whooshes, like this, kind of what I'm imagining. Yeah. You're reliable, baby. Put it in, duplicate that shit, and double it. Bump it. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That sounds good. And then we do that with these. We should be good. We're kind of cooking. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this real quick, guys. I'm kind of liking it. Kind of feeling good about this. Oh, yeah. I love when it comes together, baby. All right, so now we essentially are looking for when these things are passing by his head to get more whoosh. So 1 whoosh, 2 whoosh. That's what I'm seeing right here. So how do I see when I watch this? I see like 3 of them. But it looks like it's a constant thrusting. So maybe like I just take the whooshes and just have it be like happening constantly, like a set interval. Like, or like kind of like just when I see them appear on screen. Okay, so let me take my whooshies here. Paste that. start moving them about here. So no, I don't want all three of you. Why am I selecting? Oh, because you're hidden underneath each other. Oh, would you look at that? Get out of there, boy. Okay. Let me just solo this so I don't have to keep hearing everything. So whoosh there. Whoosh there. Whoosh. Two whooshes, really fast whooshes. Quick back to backer. Let me Control C, Control V this, and grab the other ones because there's more samples in here. You know that. And there you are. Give me the other ones. We have some more diversity here. Whoosh. Okay, so there's whoosh there, followed by whoosh there, followed by a whoosh here, and there's one in that background there. I think there's only 4 of them. I don't know, we're gonna see. There's another one right there. And then there's 3 more at the end, which I probably just used the original 3 for. So 1 here. One there. One there. I think that's it. All right. Let me see how this goes. Okay, I think they're just too clumped because they're getting crossfaded and shit. Let me. There shall be no more crossfading. No more. Why is there one whoosh missing? We're missing a whoosh. Look, that's a fucking clusterfuck. Holy shit. Okay, hang on. Let's organize this a little bit. So you guys go there. 1 second. I need to get all you out of here. There's too much happening here. Slowly rescuing each one from the depths of hell. Holy shit, there's so many. Okay. So that was fine. One there. Which then we need to do that. Then there's the quick succession. And I need another one, which will be you. I will make another 3 layers for you, I think is what I'm gonna do. Can I like do this? Can I track and put a new track here? Can't, so I might just have to deal with it. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Is there any whoosh in this? I don't think there's a whoosh here. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing in there. Might have been an issue I ran into later. Is there no whoosh here either? Oh, there is, okay. So in theory I should hear 4. Does this just work by just, if I just copy this and paste this and just slap it here, is this gonna sound like it looks like? Let me try it. If I shorten you, yes, I think it will. And then just to trick the ear, so it doesn't sound like it's the same one, let's reverse the order. Or I guess not reverse the order, just put it in a different order. Okay, that's pretty good. Sure, let me just test it again. Looks like that needs to be a little faded out. I hear a little bit of a chop at the end of this. it? Okay, cool. So then we need the actual falling ones. I think this is a whoosh. Is it a whoosh? Yes, that is a whoosh. I can use. Okay, so I'll use this one. So we need to coming off screen here. Ugh. And I will steal probably, let's go this one right here. This one. That's the same one. He's a maniac, maniac, oh no. Wham, and then right there. This one comes in off screen there. He's a maniac, maniac, oh no. These ones are much more spaced out. Okay, let's play this in the beginning. See what we got. Perfect. Cool. So now we need the impacts of the metal. I think this is what these are. So now the metal impacts should be pretty self-explanatory. We just need to basically offset this with the rest and make these a little quieter when it happens, essentially. Because there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 metal impacts. Let's start with this one. Just going to split this up into pieces. She's a maniac, maniac, oh no. Okay. Essentially, we're going to offset it like that. So each hit will happen slightly off center from the actual whoosh. Here, you go here. No crossfade. Let me steal these. Put them right here. So right there, right there, right there, and next swoosh is right hither. She's a maniac, maniac. Because the first one's the longest, you haven't heard it. I will stick that right here. All right. Let's see how that sounds. That kind of sounds sick as hell. Then I'll just take these middle three for the impacts here. Play. Cool. All right, then for the last part, I think what I want to do is I want to go back to the rock layer. Where my rock layer at? Rock. Rock crumble. I want to put some rock crumbles in where they kind of are hitting the ground with the shings, I think. I want to match that up. He's a maniac, maniac, I would know. And he's dancing like they never danced before. He's a maniac, maniac, I would know. Okay, that's where we'll start. He's a maniac, maniac, I should know. And he's got no when he can be brought. He's a maniac, maniac, I should know. Let's see this sounds. So add little rocks to it. Okay. in theory, that should be it. So this should be the first 20 seconds. Yeah, all right. Save that bad boy. And that should be good for now. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Definitely when I come back tomorrow, I just want to figure out something to do for that. Maybe like a grumble or something. Kind of like do a little bit more. No, it sounded pretty good though. Alright, well I appreciate everyone stopping by. See you around.